Learn from stars and heroes of the Dubai business world. Welcome to the Dubai Business Podcast, produced by Jayed. Now, here's your host, Lukas Krejca.
Hi everyone, welcome to another bonus episode of Dubai Business Podcast. Today we will speak about one very specific topic which I believe will be helpful for you. The topic is Facebook contests or promotions on Facebook and Instagram. How I came up with this topic, it's very simple. During one consultation with my client last week or 2 weeks back, we basically get to this topic and I found out that the client was totally not aware of the rules Facebook has for the competitions. And because I've already seen cases where Facebook blocked pages or Instagram profiles of many brands because they were not following the rules Facebook has for different types of activities, I decided to put together this bonus episode where we will quickly go through the main rules Facebook has when it comes to competition or promotions on Facebook. So let's dive into that. What do we mean by competition on Facebook in the first place? It's you probably know it as a user. You've seen it yourself, maybe by your competition or something similar. It's when the brand says, hey, you can win, let's say, a voucher to our services if you do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the typical contest. We see some type of giveaway or something like this. Facebook defines contests, or how they call it, promotions, is when there's either giveaway or there's any entry from the users, from the participants, or if there's an element of chance included in the whole, let's say, event. So that's how kind of Facebook defines it. Now, the example I mentioned, very often brands are using a mechanism, hey, you should like this post, you should comment, you should share it on your timeline, and you should tag your friends, and then you will have a chance to win something. This is a typical example of what is not allowed. I will tell you why just in a few minutes. So let's go through the rules Facebook has for competition. First of all, we already defined what is giveaway, but there's one special type of it, which is called lottery. And lottery is typically defined when there's some monetary participation from the user. That means when you, for example, say, buy this product, and one of you who bought this product this month will win something. That's called lottery, which is in many countries illegal or restricted by laws. So you should be very careful with lotteries. To be on the safe side, I would definitely recommend to avoid lotteries. So avoid running contests where there is some monetary participation from the user required, because then you need to be really sure what are the laws in the place you're running your business or where your participants are from, and you need to be careful about it. In US, lotteries are basically illegal, and every state might have a little bit different approach to it. So be careful about how you run lotteries. In general, don't run lotteries. It's just too complicated. It's very tricky, and you might have way bigger problems than just block Facebook page. Okay, so what are the rules you should follow? First of all, Facebook is saying that you need to highlight that this contest or this promotion is no way associated with Facebook, that Facebook is not organizer, Facebook is not participating, Facebook is not a sponsor, or whatever else. You need to clearly say that it's no way affiliated with Facebook, but the organizer is your company. So that's the first rule you need to follow. Second thing, there should be no purchase required. As we said, it will make it a lottery and we want to avoid it. But you should also make sure that you're not using something like buy this product and it will double the chance of winning or something like that. So the purchase shouldn't be increasing the chance to win if it is a giveaway on the regular contest. Second point is related to the example I said at the beginning. You are not allowed to require any Facebook actions by users participating in the competition. What does it mean if you say you need to share this on your timeline and you need to tag your friends and you need to like this page? That's exactly written in the Facebook rules as something which is prohibited and you should not do it. If you do that, you're breaking Facebook rules, your page might get into trouble and you will have a lot of problems to get it back. Now, I'm fully aware that many of your competitors are probably doing that, or you've seen it as a user on Facebook or Instagram yourself. Yes, it's still happening, as well as people are breaking the speed limits on the highway. People are breaking also these rules. So it depends on you if you want to be one of them or if you want to be on the safe side and rather follow the rules. This episode is about telling you what the rules are so you're aware of them and you can avoid any trouble. All right, rule number 3 would be void where prohibited. What do I mean by that? And this, that you should kind of state your country restriction and actually the eligibility as such. So you should say if you're running this contest only in one country. For example, if the price is some product you're going to deliver, you should make sure you say that this contest will run only in United Arab Emirates, or that we are delivering the price only in United Arab Emirates, because you probably don't want to ship it around the world, so it doesn't make sense you get competitors from around the world. But it's important you kind of say it at the beginning very clearly so your users know what's happening. Another restrictions you should mention if there's something in terms of age. So for example, if the contest is only for users 18 plus or any other restrictions, make sure it's clearly set at the beginning of the contest. You will not only avoid problems with your users, but again, you will follow the rules. Another thing to be very clear about is the start and end time of the contest. So you should make sure it's clear from the contest is running and to what date or to what time people can join this this giveaway or this contest you're running. Another step would be to clearly describe the prices. Again, it's something mentioned in a Facebook policy, but it's in certain states or countries. It's required by law. So make sure you are aware of it and you describe clearly what the prices are. Another important thing to not forget about is the method of selecting winner. So you should be very clear about how you will select the winner. If it is, if you're going to select the winner by chance, by draw, or it's gonna be, for example, some judges will be selecting the winner, etc. You should be kind of clear about the criteria. Not only because of the policy, but also you want to avoid some fights or arguments with your users. You're doing it to engage your community of users. So you don't want to be kind of arguing with them after a competition that, hey, but it was a little bit different, and I thought that you will select the one with the most likes or whatever. You want to be very clear at the beginning about how you will select the winner of the competition or giveaway you're running. Well, and last but not least, what you should include into rules of your competition is the permission to use content from your users. Especially if you are, for example, running a content, send us a picture of, I don't know, from your vacation, and the most beautiful one will win the prize. Then you probably will share this picture somewhere. And to do that, you should have permission from your users. So make sure you are getting this permission, and you're basically saying by joining this competition, you are giving us rights to use your content you just submitted. Well, these are just few rules you want to follow when you're running a competition or contest on Facebook and Instagram. And I can imagine it sounds a bit overwhelming, or you already see how you're drafting a long paragraphs of rules into your post, and it doesn't sound really convenient. So how to do it in a way that you're on the safe side, but at the same time kind of you can make the competition in a way you want to do it. My advice in this would be usually run the competition on your website, create a landing page for the competition and run it there, and use Facebook for kind of promoting the competition. Don't run the competition directly on Facebook, because there you are very much tied with the Facebook rules, and you can get easily in trouble. If you run it on your landing page, then it's kind of your rules, and it's only up to you to follow what are the legal requirements. But you don't have to be that much worried about what are the Facebook rules. So that would be my recommendation. Take the competition off Facebook and drive people to your site. At least you will drive traffic to your website. You can then use it for remarketing and benefit from this way more than if you're running competition on Facebook. So that would be probably the way how to avoid any troubles with that. I hope you find it useful. It was a short bonus episode to give you this practical tip. If you have any questions around digital marketing, something we should make a next bonus episode about, shoot us email or just comment under this episode or under a post on our social media, and we'll be happy to do that. And that would be it today. On behalf of our producer Arshak Ismail, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you very soon.
This was the Dubai Business Podcast, produced by Jayed. Follow us on your favorite podcast platform and on social media at jayid.co/podcast. That's JAYID.co/podcast.